Both of them great in Game 7s. LeBron is 6-2, averages 35 points a game in Game 7s. KD 3-2, averages 36 points a game in Game 7. So both of them are really good. But look, I've seen LeBron, even though he's 37 or be 37 in December, we've seen him rise to the occasion too many times. Skip, he has not lost a Game 7 since 2008. Think about it, 13 years, he has not lost a Game 7. Whether it was Boston in 2012, backs against the wall, LeBron comes out and just phenomenal games. San Antonio 2013, Golden State 2016, when they're down 3-1. All right, so he has proven, even this year, I'm not going to make too much out of it, but the play-in game, all right? He goes for a triple-double, and even though he's not a great three-point shooter, hits the three-point shot to win the game with under a minute left. KD, great. And his Game 7, his defining game was bigger. I'll give you, it was a second-round playoff game. But still, even though he was great, 48 points, great shot with his toe on the line, 0 for 6 in overtime of that game. And, yeah, we've given Harden, Harden was the injured hamstring, which is true. But Harden also had darn near triple-double, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. Blake Griffin had a throwback game, 17 points, 11 rebounds. Giannis did not have another star. And Giannis is the one that got that win. See, here's the thing, Skip. KD will dominate with his scoring, no doubt. But that's the only way he's going to dominate the game. LeBron can dominate the game, the entire game. He can score, but he's going to control the tempo, right? For 48 minutes, he's going to get all his teammates open looks. And then if push comes to shove and he's got to say, give me that best score on the other team, even at this advanced age, he'll still do it. Maybe only for a couple of possessions, but LeBron is still capable of doing that. Durant's not doing those things. He's going to get you buckets, but he's not going to control the actual game the way LeBron does. So it's still LeBron James, Skip, even at this advanced stage.
Still is. Still is. You're right, Chris. Chris said his last 6 Game 7s, unblemished. Last loss 2008, and he dropped 45 because Skip was over there crowing. Kevin Durant had 48. My guy in the Boston Garden. Your guy was at home. My guy took his show on the road and almost brought the house down. One game. Now, if you don't win this game, Skip, you know what that means. I want him.
Do you?
I want him.
You really want him?
He going to rebound. He going to assist the basketball. He still can score. See, I don't know what this notion is that, Kevin Durant is head and shoulders. Head and shoulders above LeBron scoring. Yeah. They average about the same per game. So, Skip, I mean, I don't like to beat a dead horse. I mean, normally the horse, you get a horse, Skip, you run him. If he can't run anymore, you turn him into a plow horse. And then when he passes away, you eat him.
And speaking of dead horses.
But that goat James, that's a bad dude, Skip.
Or dead goats.
In Game 7s, you heard what they said. Game 7. Winner take all.
So this was classy because my friend Chris Broussard once upon a time considered becoming a preacher, and this was preaching to the choir, or maybe preaching to the preacher, right? Echoing everything Chris said.
It's the truth, though.
I got to start with Chris. 2013, Game 6 against my Spurs. Down the stretch, LeBron completely unraveled. Go look at the play-by-play. I dare anybody. You can call it up right now on whatever website you choose. Call up the play-by-play of Game 6, 2013 NBA Finals, and go over the last 3 minutes. You'll find LeBron with 3 uncharacteristic, unforced error turnovers. 2 of them in the last minute of the game.
Fourth quarter's only 3 minutes long now?
Yeah, it's 3 minutes.
Wow, Chris, you didn't tell me that.
And by the way, you'll find, LeBron actually LeBricked the tying 3. And there's a long rebound, and for some reason, Greg Popovich had taken Tim Duncan out of the game because I think Tim Duncan just says, that's my ball. I'll go get that. And guess who went and got it? Chris Bosh went and got it. And guess what he did? He kicked it to the corner to Ray Allen, who proceeded to make the greatest clutch shot in the history of basketball. Shot my Spurs right in the heart and took LeBron off the hook and saved his legacy. And it opened up and led to a Game 7, which LeBron dominated because my Spurs could not get up off the psychological mat. They were left for dead in Game 6 down the stretch.
With Kawhi, Tony Parker, Manu, Tim Duncan, and Pop as the coach, they couldn't get up.
I dare anybody to look at Game 7 at Oracle against Golden State. What year was that? 2016.
Triple dub.
Go look it up, please. Go look at the whole fourth quarter play-by-play and tell me what you see the two-time MVP Steph Curry doing or not doing in the fourth quarter, because I remember 1 for 6. I remember like 1 for 4, I think it was, from 3. I remember disappearing act by the two-time MVP in the fourth quarter. And then I also remember the closing shot. The shot of shots was made by Kyrie Irving, not the guy who you want to bet your life on.
Hold on. But what about them when they were down? He hit a 3. He got fouled on the. You forget that he hit a 3, got fouled on the 3, and made a layup. You forget about that to tie the ball game. Don't do that, Skip.
Hey, all I know is if
and
we're
the block.
Yeah, the block. The most overrated block in the history of blocks. So my point to you is if we're talking about game for your life,
one game, not a shot.
If you can take it over in the first 3 quarters, I'll go with LeBron. But if we need a closer and a scorer, if we need the ultimate playmaker, the ultimate weapon from mid-range, it's Kevin bleeping Durant. He's the best player on the planet, and we just got to see it right before our very eyes. He won his 3rd straight gold medal by averaging 30 points in 3 gold medal games, albeit in the Olympics, when you question whether he could bring home the gold. Am I right?
Man, Skip,
that was the 4th international competition, including the FIBA World Championship back in 2012, in which he was the clear-cut MVP. Gold medal for your life. What did we just see down the stretch? Dame goes to the free throw line to ice it. Clank, clank. Kevin says, next possession, he runs to the basketball as they're inbounding and says, give me the ball, because he wanted to get fouled. He wanted to go march to the other end and shoot those free throws, and he goes swish, swish, game over. You want to talk about clutch? He made the clutch shot of the year in this year's playoffs and had a 1/10 of an inch of a sneaker on the line. He had a toe on the line and made one of the great clutch shots in the history of this league. And I'm not going to bet my life on that. You're kidding. I want Kevin Durant.
Chris, I thought in a winner-take-all, you had to win the game to take all. It don't say anything about a toe on the line or having 48. But see, you know the problem I have with him, Chris, is that he keeps talking about that Game 6. But he won't tell the people, he have yet to tell the people, the Spurs were up by 10 at the start of the fourth quarter. And LeBron James went 7 of 10 from the field and had 16 points and assisted on 6 other points. So 22 of the 30 points that they scored to track them down is that LeBron was in. And LeBron took Tim Duncan.
Oh, so back in that age, it was so long ago, they only played 42-minute games?
You keep talking about the 3 minutes. Go look at the play-by-play. The last 3 minutes.
Well, go look. I dare you to.
Look at the play-by-play and look at 7 of 10, 16 points.
By the way, I hate to go ahead, Chris. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, look, you talking about buzzer beaters. First of all, Kevin Durant's feet have been that big his whole life.
Yeah.
So he knew. He got to prepare.
My feet,
the feet didn't grow in between quarters.
It's a
back up a little bit, all right?
But
beyond that,
beyond game over. The Bucks are eliminated. If he just doesn't get that giant old sneaker,
but hold on,
back, it's over. The Bucks aren't the champs. We're having a different conversation. He made the shot. All right, just because. Look, I don't want to beat the proverbial. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Chris.